Okay, so I got this vacuum here. I just wanted to show off its suction power and its capabilities with some protein powder in the front and some popcorn in the back. Also, to simulate carpet cleaning, I put some on the carpet too. So let's see how this goes. Look at that, nothing come back, nothing also. This thing gets it in one go. Look at that. Bigger pieces too, the smaller powders, everything in one go. Let's see the carpet. Look at that. I didn't even need to come back. It was just one go and it was gone. It is gone. Yeah, this is quite impressive for the suction power. Yeah, nothing has gotten left behind. That is insane. And now I want to go over the features of what comes inside the box of this vacuum cleaner. These are the accessories right here. And how it functions, basically there are two modes. The one where you push up once is for the bare floor and the upper one is for carpet. The carpet one is the stronger one also. But there's also a trigger here where you pull back and it will increase the power even more in whichever mode you choose. So now I want to demonstrate the sound and also the power of this vacuum cleaner. This is the first mode. That's the sound you're getting. That's about the air pressure you're getting. How fast it sucks it up. This is the bare floor mode with the enhanced. It's much faster now. Crazy. This is the carpet mode. But now the enhanced. This thing is quite hefty. The battery right here is not detachable. You can charge the thing right back here. You can't take any of these parts out to replace the air filter. The only way you can do that to replace the air filter is with this button right here. You click it and this whole thing comes out. You click that button, the whole thing comes out. You reveal the air filter right here that you need to replace, but this part below it, underneath it, this part is washable. You can wash this multiple times, reuse it. You don't have to replace this one. And in order to open the lid to dump the garbage out, there is one trigger here where you push up and the lid comes out like that and you can dump the garbage out. There's also a strange mechanism here with the kind of lever here. You cannot decrease it or extend it, but if you press the unlock button right here, it can rotate downwards and it kind of is stuck there until you press it again for whatever reason. One of the neat features is that this vacuum cleaner can stand on its own. Once it comes on like this, it locks itself in and it should be able to stand just like that. But if you want to activate it and you want to especially activate the bottom one, I can show you right here. You press it on, but it's not actually activated yet. You have to click it down and you see the light turn on right there. That's when the rollers start activating. You gotta push it down first. And one of the best features is gotta be the battery life. On conservative mode, this can run up to 120 minutes, which is double with a lot of the other standard vacuums around this price range. And that means you need to charge this less frequently. You don't have to worry about running out while you're mid vacuuming, because some of my other vacuums, they run out before I can even finish the whole house. Not to mention it has a dual clean power technology right here, because there are bristles right here that kind of detangles and kind of gets a lot of the bigger stuff in. One is more of a flap right here and this is more of a bristle, while this one gets more of the hardwood floor, a lot of the little dust that you want to get some like little push cloth to like wipe them out. This is great for that. Not to mention a little bit rougher bristle for anything that you don't get that you might have missed. So now this thing will pick it up on your way back. Not to mention it has a super unique feature where you want to clean this, for example, you click on this, press it, and it bounces right off. You can clean this on the sink. You don't need to have this whole thing in the sink to clean it. Not to mention LED lights for easier coverage of the things you might be missing. Not to mention it has a special technology right here, the Flex Wand technology, that you can basically go 360 with this. A lot of flexion, a lot of range that you don't need to worry about restricting yourself at all. And last but not least, the filtration in here is true HEPA filtration, and anti-allergen to complete the whole set of crazy features that you would only need one of this to clean your entire house. And it will get the job done safely and correctly. So I've had this for a while, and I just wanted to go over some questions that some people have had about this. The first off being, is the battery removable and how long does it last? For up to standard mode, it can go up to 120 minutes, which is double to a lot of the other competitive vacuums out there. But the battery is not removable. There's no button, there's no way to remove this. You can only charge it with the hole right here. Is this vacuum cleaner noisy? I wouldn't say exactly this is the noisiest vacuum I've heard. It is definitely not the quietest, but it definitely, for how much suction and how much you're getting, this is not too loud, so I'll demonstrate the noise level for you. This is the first level. And then you press this trigger for the maximum suction. That's about how loud it is. Should the charger be unplugged once it is fully charged? It is recommended to do that. You don't have to do that, but why it's recommended? Because this is the case for any battery. Once it reaches 100%, if you continue charging it, the lifespan of the battery decreases in the long term. So it is best when it is 100% to take the battery, to take the chargers out. But you don't have to. It slowly decreases on the long run. It's not crazy if you leave it in a few times, but it is preferred that you don't leave it in once it's fully charged. How long does it take to fully charge this battery? Because of the high capacity and high runtime of this, it takes around like 3 hours to charge, which 3 hours to get 2 hours of runtime, which is very, very good by portable vacuum standards. What is the capacity of the dust cup? The dust cup is probably the largest dust cup I have seen. It collects approximately 1 quart of dust in here. So you're most likely not gonna always empty it before it becomes full because of how large the capacity is. Can the roller on the bottom right here, this one, can the roller right here be turned off? It cannot be turned off, but there are 2 settings, one for hardwood floor and one for carpet. The hardwood floor is a slower and gentler setting, so it's not going to damage your hardwood floors at all. And for the carpet, you need the aggressive to get all the gunk out, so it is a higher and more intense mode on the carpet. Will using the turbo mode damage the vacuum in the long run? The turbo mode is basically the trigger right here. Once you pull it, it'll go into turbo mode. And no, it will not damage it in the long run because it is designed to run continuously. So you can hold the trigger for the whole duration and it will not damage it. This is by design. They are meant to be used in long durations. Is the vacuum efficient on hardwood floors? And yes, they have a mode specifically designed, the first mode, for hardwood floors where the fans down there spin a little bit less, so you get more of a good suction and more of a good cleaning compared to a lot of the other vacuums. So yes, this is great for hardwood floors also. Can the amount of suction be adjusted? Yes, because there are 2 modes. There is one for the hardwood floor and one for carpet. The carpet mode spins the rollers down there more aggressively, meaning that although it is getting more gunk out, it has less suction. So if you put the hardwood floor mode, it will have more suction. But also, because you increase the maximum turbo power with this trigger, whenever you use carpet mode or hardwood floor, you can pull this trigger to get even more suction out. Why are the third and first light flashing on my battery? The reason for that is because the battery is too hot to be charged. So when that is flashing, you need to cool it down first before charging or before using. If there's only one light flashing during the charging process, that means the battery is completely depleted and it will take a while before it charges up. So even if the battery is hot, you leave the charger in, it will automatically start charging once it slowly cools down by itself. So you don't have to worry about coming back and charging it when it's cool. You just leave it and forget it. So I just wanted to go over the advantages I've noticed for this vacuum compared to a lot of the other vacuums I've gotten. The first one being the extended battery life. This can run up to 2 hours. That is insane. Even my Dyson can run up to maybe an hour. There are other cheaper vacuums that I've got that run at most like 30 minutes. So this is double, if not triple or quadruple some of the other vacuums in this area. So that's why this is one of my worry-free vacuum cleaners that I can turn it on and not have to worry about running out of battery before I finish vacuuming the whole house. Another thing is the advanced brush roll technology, because they have so many layers of protection here. Right, this regular roll, you see this flap here is to get all the gunk out, to really push it into the sucker, while this thing is more of a softer bristle, really detangles and kind of breaks up the bigger parts. This thing here is more for like hardwood floors, where if you want a little bit of a clean and shine where you normally would need a cloth to kind of rub it, this thing will do that job for you. This thing also spins, so adds the cleaning of the hardwood floors. And lastly, right here, this thing, anything that's more of a, this is more of a bristle material, anything that you do miss, this thing do miss from like here or here, the first two lines of suction or filtration, this will get any residue that may not have gotten caught from the first two lines and kind of push it back into the suction area. So this thing, it is all-encompassing. There's no way you're not going to get something sucked up in here. Not to mention the MultiFLEX technology of the handle. This thing basically goes 360 degrees, not exactly, but like anything that you would need a vacuum cleaner to go, this thing will do it for you. And because of the wheels are like super smooth here too, you see it is super easy to push this. It is super easy to get this around corners. Another advantage is the high quality filtration system. This includes a true HEPA filter and also an anti-allergen filter that traps dust, allergen, and dander, provides superior air quality compared to a lot of the other vacuums too. And also the versatile handle portable mode, also the versatile handheld mode that you can basically clip this on, and you can use this in the car, you can use this on the roofs, you can use this anywhere that you need a vacuum cleaner to go, and you don't have to hold like this big clunky thing with you. You can just get this part and go. Not to mention the crazy large dust capacity. It can hold up to 1 quart of dust, which is insane. You'll probably empty this out multiple times. You're probably never gonna actually reach the full capacity because it is so huge. And outshines a lot of the other competitors, because a lot of my other vacuums with a smaller dust bin, I have to empty it out a lot more often, a lot more hassle, and a lot more time wasted. And last but not least, it has a bunch of extra tools that you can extend and put on your vacuum for any other types of situations. You're obviously not gonna ever always need this big vacuum. You can get a lot of the other parts to use on, like I said, the car, anywhere else that you need a super precise suction. So this thing is really all encompassing and probably the only vacuum that I ever need.